So let's cover 5 ways to use smokes like a pro in Battlefield 5. And because smokes are also used when going for revives, I am going to cover 1 or 2 points on how to use them when going for revives. Number 1, throw smokes at the threat and not at the teammate which you are trying to revive. If you throw smokes on the teammate you're trying to revive, then of course the enemies are going to know instantly the area where the smoke is to be able to just shoot at to get a kill when you're going for a revive. Anytime you throw a smoke down, it's just going to tell the enemy that you're vulnerable and to attack you. Whereas if you throw the smoke at the enemy and the area of threat where bullets are coming from, then the enemies are going to be disorientated themselves. It's going to be harder to pinpoint and identify where you are going for the revive with where they killed your teammate. And of course, therefore, they're not going to know if you're now pushing them because you've thrown the smoke at them. And so they might not push you. Now, the second point, as you can see in this clip, is to turn your back and revive your teammate with your back facing the area of threat of where the bullets are coming from. This is very simple, but it means that your head is not the first thing which is facing the enemies. And of course, especially when you consider snipers who can one-shot headshot you, it means that snipers are going to have to hit 2 shots to kill you most likely because they can't see your head. And this means you're going to have a much higher chance of staying alive. Like you can see my teammate there, he's thrown the smoke pretty much on me, has gone within the line of sight of the enemy and my body, and is therefore being killed because the enemy was firing bullets at where he thought my body was and where he thought I was getting revived. Now you can see in the following clips, I've just killed an enemy. I'm remembering where the body was. A smoke goes down. That tells me enemy is going for a revive. And that's what you're going to see examples of for the rest of this video now. Just like this one here, where smoke goes down and I now instantly know an enemy is running along that wall there. Now this brings me on to the third point, which is to delay the revive. When your teammate goes down and you throw that smoke down, you need to wait at least a second or 2, because as soon as you throw that smoke down, the enemy, no matter where you've thrown the smoke, even if you've thrown it at the area of threat, are going to fire test shots into the smoke to see if you are going for the revive. So you have to wait at least 1 to 2 seconds. Because if you do wait those 1 to 2 seconds and the enemy fires those test shots and they don't hit any hit markers, then there's a 50% chance they aren't going to, there's a greater than 50% chance that they aren't going to fire further additional shots, which means you can safely go for the revive. If you go straight for that revive and their test shots hit you, you should know that more bullets are going to follow and you're going to get killed. And you can see in this clip here, you can even use this to your advantage and get kills easily by shooting at the smoke yourself. You've got the ammo pouches there, which tells you where the enemy's body is. You've got the enemy's, weapon pickup icon is also there, something that you can shoot at if you can't already remember where the enemy's body is when you kill them, even so. So it is really easy to remember where enemies' bodies are. Now this brings me on to the fourth point, which is to always remember the enemy locations where the bodies are of the enemies that you kill, simply because, as you can see, in all of these clips, the majority of enemies in this game are always going to still throw smoke onto their teammate to revive them, and it gives you easy kills like this. You can see the body there in the smoke. I know he's going for the revive. It's an easy kill. So always remember the enemy locations when you kill them, because it's free kills when smoke goes down. The fifth point is do not neglect cover rotation. Just because you throw smoke down, it doesn't mean you can run out in the open and not get shot at. When you throw smoke down, there's a much higher chance that enemies are going to fire into that smoke and you're going to take damage. You can use the smoke to hide your movement and make it harder for enemies to see you move between different points of solid objects as cover, but you still need to maintain good cover rotation so that you minimize that risk of taking damage and, of course, staying alive. It's been a really short and sweet video. Please smash that like if you have enjoyed or found any of the tips useful. And of course, let me know if you want to see another video covering advanced tips of using smoke. Of course, I will see you on the next video.
Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke